Inflation just dropped below 2%. Sounds like a win, right? But the core prices are still rising. Job growth is stalling and the loonie is sinking like a canoe full of rocks. And the real estate, well, RBC says don't expect a rebound anytime soon. Let's break down this confusing moment in Canada's economy in plain and simple English, with a few laughs along the way. Let's jump in. In April, Canada's inflation dropped to 1.7%, the lowest in 3 years. Sounds great on the paper, right? Why is this drop? One major reason? Carbon tax charge ended last month. So fuel and energy got cheaper, and that brought the overall number down. But here's the problem. Core inflation, which strips out volatile stuff like food and energy. That's what Bank of Canada paid attention to, and that is still stubbornly above 3%. So while the headline looks good, the real cost of living is still climbing. And it's like covering a hole in your roof with a duct tape. It only works until the next storm. So what does the Bank of Canada do now? Do they cut interest rates because inflation is falling? Or hold steady because core prices are still hot? They are stuck between two bad options. Number one, cut too early and risk reigniting inflation. Number two, wait too long and the economy slows down too much. It's like trying to ride a bike downhill with no brakes and a strong wind behind you. They are signaling a possible cut this summer, maybe June or July, and maybe 2 cuts. But even that's not a done deal. Now let's talk about jobs. Canada's unemployment is rising fast, approaching almost 7%, while the US is still adding jobs like it's on a hiring spree. Actually, it's not. That's unusual and worrisome because when job growth slows, people spend less, debt becomes harder to manage, and the economic momentum fades. Here's the kicker. Whenever our job market weakens relative to the US, the loonie usually drops, and that's exactly what it is doing right now. A weaker loonie means more expensive imports, which can quietly reignite inflation again. You see the cycle now? And just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, here comes real estate. According to RBC, Canada's housing market is in a deeper slump, and a rebound isn't coming anytime soon. Sales are down, in fact, the lowest in the last 20 years. Prices are sliding. We saw a 10% decline year over year as per the home price index. And listings are up. To some extent, we are seeing a full year of inventory, especially in the condo segment. Confidence is down. People are worried about their job and not thinking about $1 million purchase. Spring market even didn't show up yet. Condos and investor-heavy properties are under the most pressure. Why? Well, the answer is simple, because the high interest rates is killing the affordability. It's killing the overall business case for investors to deploy money. Buyers are on the sidelines. The investors are nervous. It is not a crash per se, even though it is, but it is more like a slow motion slide. Think of it like a balloon deflating slowly. No loud sound, just a long sssss. RBC is clear. Don't expect a recovery this year, maybe not even next. So inflation is down, but not really. Jobs are soft. The loonie is weaker, and the housing market is cooling fast. What should you do? Number one, stay cautious with big purchases and new debt. Don't take any new liability. If you are a homeowner, make sure you're ready for your mortgage renewals. Don't bet on quick housing rebounds. It ain't coming back soon, my friend. And diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one property. And most importantly, stay informed, which is why you're watching this channel, right? Because what's coming in 2025 will likely test who understands the game versus who's just reacting to headlines. Canada is in a transition. The era of free money is over and the hangover still setting in. But this is also the time when great decisions are made. While others are confused and scared, you have the chance to position yourself for the next phase. If you want to really understand what drives inflation, rates, currencies, and housing market, check out the course I designed to understand macro fundamentals. The link in the description below. And if you want daily insights with other smart Canadians navigating this together, join my WhatsApp community. We are learning, growing, preparing, while everyone else is scrolling headlines. Link in the description below. On that bombshell, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with anyone who thinks everything is fine because the gas is cheaper this month. See you in the next one. If you are an investor in the US, in Canada, or in Europe, and you are considering investing into Dubai real estate market, this video is for you because we have a platform called Stake, which allows you to invest into the residential real estate market and start earning rental income right away without going through a lengthy documentation process or coming up with a heavy down payment. Stake is built upon the concept of crowdfunding. So it is democratizing the entire investment strategy and allows you to own a single unit of the entire investment portfolio. So you don't have to own the entire property, right? You can be part of the pool that can actually own a piece of property, a piece of real estate. So that allows you to start with as low as 2,000 dirhams and you can slowly ramp up. So as you start investing into it, you can not only own a bit of real estate, but you also get a portion of the rental income on monthly basis. So it's a passive investment strategy, diversifying your portfolio from traditional North American or European markets into Dubai, which is hustling and bustling and growing very fast and allows you to build your wealth over time. So don't delay. There is a link down there in the description. If you click on this, it will give you free 200 dirhams in your account right away to start with, and you can thank me later.